So I thought I'd come and do this video today because it occurred to me, I've been uploading now for about 4 months to this particular channel, and it's like I'm doing these little videos about like sort of little techniques where you can help yourself, little insights, little change in perspective, and how you can help yourself along this journey of this awakening, this spiritual awakening, if you want to call it that. And I thought I'll share a little bit about me, about my story, about what I'm about, because I've had many channels before of all different sorts of topics, always based around awakening or spiritual, if you want to call it that. I don't like words. I'm a bit funny with words, a bit funny with English language, to be honest. And it's like all these sorts of things just have unfolded over the years to bring me to this place. And this place is where I'm at right now. And this place is what it is. It's trying to help some others come out of their suffering and remember who they truly are and have this self-realization that I would say everyone's looking for at some level, even if they don't know what they're looking for. The channels I've had in the past were, I've done a lot of conspiracy stuff, and I know there'll be many people out there saying, but conspiracies are true and whatever else, and yeah, a lot of them are. I went down routes of talking about a lot of plant medicine that I used to do. I've been down routes and avenues of all the truther movements and the nihilistic movements and all of that. And I touched upon very briefly on my last video. It's like all these things that we go down, these paths, these researching, this journey, it all helps us on some level. But what I was finding was, especially down the truther movements, they was just leading me right round and round in circles, and I just wasn't really getting what I wanted out of it. And even the channels that I had and I was talking about these things, they wasn't going where I wanted to go. And I was very angry for quite a few years about sort of waking up and finding out about who the hoo-ha and all the good and evil and everything else in between. And I was quite angry, and I would make videos where I'd be swearing and shouting a lot and venting, and I was like, I don't really want to do that anymore. So I deleted about 5 years worth of content on my other channel, and I will leave a link to my other channel on here, because I periodically do upload on that channel, and I sort of do, on average, about a 45-minute video, just whatever wants to come out, whatever the spirit wants to express through me. Yeah, I deleted the videos because, yeah, they was just a bit too aggressive, and it was just all like sort of moaning about the dark side and all the evil, and talking about things like the soul trap, and you know, everything's a prison planet and we're here just to get fed off, and there's no hope, and a lot of that. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Even though when I was talking in my videos, I would talk about like sort of the power of the spirit and what we truly are and everything else that was intertwined in there. These avenues that I went down, and they still rear their head sometimes, and while I don't dismiss that the evil is still happening, and you know, us humans get oppressed viciously, and especially the females, they are oppressed more than anything. The divine feminine is severely and utterly crushed on this earth with its patriarchal systems. We are here to rise above it all. Well, that's my perspective. That has been my conclusion after many decades of doing this journey. Many decades have been what we'll call awakened, and I still don't actually call myself awakened. I will probably say that I've been on this journey since a very young child, this what we'll call awakening. And I still don't consider myself awake. I consider myself becoming more aware. And it's in becoming this more aware that we actually start to find what is this really all about? Where is all this leading? Is there meaning itself? And what even is meaning? Am I really trapped in this human body or not trapped? Is there such a thing as being trapped? Is there such a thing as being human? Is just another word, another concept? Am I even really here? Is this a dream world? Is this a labyrinth? Is this a game? Is it not a game? All these things. Pondered and contemplated over and over and over. I used to smoke a considerable amount of weed. I used to ponder and contemplate for days, weeks, months, years. Just sit there smoking and pondering what, why, how. Never really got answers. What is actually true? I couldn't actually find it externally, and I began to get a little bit upset, shall you say, with listening to other people's opinions and ideas, and well, why that's very helpful. It has to come from us, from within, because no one's got any answers for us. Even if it's the truth, we still don't know it's the truth because we've heard it from someone else. So we can't validate it. We can't actually say, yeah, that's the truth, because we don't know. Well, I didn't anyway. I didn't know. So I set a quest. I was like, I need to find this out for myself. I need to find out what all these people are talking about. Is it really true? What's going on here? And while I still will ponder this and go around in circles trying to search on some level, the conclusion I come to is this: we don't actually know anything. And I don't think, on some level, that any being, entity, human, non-human, on any level, through any part of life, on any dimensional realm, probably knows what's going on. They may think they might know what's going on, but fundamentally, I don't think anyone knows. That's where I've come to so far. There might be beings out there that exactly know what's going on to the T. Perhaps. Everything has to be on the table. And that's where I've sort of left things at the moment. Everything's on the table. Everything's just there to be looked at, to be pondered, and okay, we'll see about all that. My brother came round earlier and was discussing, do you think this, and do you think that, and what about this, and do you think we phase out of this realm when we've self-realised? Do we have to go through the drop in the body and through the old process of death, or do we just ping back what we call home, or what really? And I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't offer any explanation. All I can do is ponder with you and go through this process that we're all going through. What I have come to see, though, on the journey is that negativity really shit. And it's like, it really don't work for us on all levels. And we need to rid ourselves of that negativity, that polarity of good and bad. Is duality, and we know we should come out of all good and bad, and we need to come out of the negative and the positive at some stage. But while we're doing this journey, and where most of us are at the moment, it's going to be better to be more positive than negative, because we've been so polarized to the negative for a long time. Then a bit of balance back into the positive does us a lot of good. I see it does a lot of good for a lot of people. So I feel that being more positive and being more empowered obviously is more beneficial for our journey. And I've actually come to see that we can actually manifest things. We really can. We can manifest all the internal states that we would like to achieve. We can manifest joy, we can manifest happiness, we can manifest freedom, we can manifest good health, we can manifest intelligence, we can manifest everything we want from within us, because we are that fundamentally. I've seen that. I know that is true. What true is, again, I don't know. What even is this word true? What does truth even mean? But in the context of playing with this and going about and doing this little life that we call Earth, that we call human, and let's not forget as well, in the word life is the word lie. So we have to keep that. Oh, that's interesting. There's a lie in life. So what really is happening here? While we'll do this life, whatever this is, it's going to be better to do it in a way that is more fluid, more flowing, with more happiness, with more joy, than doing it the other way, which was bitching and moaning about everything, about the system, about the elites, about how we're treated, about our oppression, about this and about all the disgusting violence and the wars and all the shit that goes down on this earth. I can't do anything about it. I tried rectifying things in my own community sometimes and trying to do this, and it backfired on me miserably. But I give some things a go. I can't stop wars, I can't stop atrocities, I can't stop genocide, I can't stop anything. I can't stop child trafficking, I can't stop the mass treatment and the oppression of women and the feminine. I can't stop it. But what I can stop is all the negative stuff that goes on with me. I can stop and control that. I can let that go. I can stop my addictions. I can stop the negative thinking. I can stop manifesting absolute crap. I can stop a lot of things, and I can also do a lot of good. So on the journey of all of these things that I've been down and pondered and pulled my hair out with and been on my knees crying many, many times, like more times than I can remember, the fundamental conclusion that I come to was, I can only do me. I can only save me. I can only make my life better. And in making my life better, whatever better is, looks to whoever, then that hopefully will shine out and help others in some way to help their lives become better, and then they might help someone else's life become better, and then we might have the 100 monkey effect where it just goes and bounces out somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't profess to know. I never profess to know anything on this journey in those ways. Where these all leads, who knows what's happening and what's going on. I get very, very suspicious, and it raises my bullshit alarm when I hear people present stuff as complete fact. Because you don't know. So I like to keep things open-ended. And sometimes I do present things as fact, and I call myself out on it and go, no, you didn't know. We're just all doing the best we can. And I understand that anyone doing any sort of YouTube or writing blogs or being in the community, try and wake people up, do whatever, I'm sure everyone's coming from the right place. Because fundamentally, everything comes from love. Everything's coming from the heart, from love. Even if we get it really badly wrong and it's a complete and utter mess, we're all coming from our heart. We may not get it right. We may get it wrong more often than we get it right. Is there such a thing between wrong and right? Like I said, it's a mess. Life is one big mess. But another thing I learned along the way was keep a sense of humour, because if you don't, you're probably likely to get taken down by demons. Best thing to do is laugh at everything. smile at everything. It's a good way to be. It serves me very, very well, keeping a good sense of humour through all of this. Very well. Because you can get taken down to the pits of hell where I've been countless times. But you brush yourself down, you stand up, you stand proud, and you go, I got this, let's move forward, let's crack on again. Why am I saying all of this? I don't know. There's something within me who wants to share this on this new channel. Maybe it might give someone a sense of, yeah, I know a little bit more about you now, I know where you're coming from, I know what's happening behind the scenes. When I do these short little videos, and these sort of 10-ish minute videos about, like I say, these little techniques that can help you along your journey of your awakening. Behind it, there's someone that has suffered, like, deeply, like, unbelievably suffered. Because you suffer so deeply, there's a part of you that has to serve. I have to serve. I have to serve my fellow human. I do it the best way I can. This is one avenue I use through this medium of this YouTube. I do offer coaching, counselling, mentoring, teaching, and I don't like none of those words. I don't like none of them. But it's only what I've got to explain that what I could use. Guidance would be a better explanation of what I could offer. But I'm not really even guiding anyone. What I like to do is help someone draw that out of them, pull that out of them. I won't give advice. I can't give advice to anyone. Everyone's on their own journey. You're on your own Pacific path. Sometimes we need a hand. I do. I've had many teachers on the journey. I've got one now. An absolute diamond of a human being that has made his presence known in my life, and I'm like so grateful for it. We need each other on some level to help us along the path. Maybe we might be going down a certain direction and someone could offer something and it just clicks us back onto the narrow path once again. We need to hear something and change our perspective some way. Perhaps we've got a blockage or we're stuck somewhere and we'd like to progress or do something or succeed in something that we would like to unfold in this reality. And these people can come along and help that, and that's what I love to do. I absolutely love doing this. I love helping where I can to alleviate some suffering, to alleviate some fear, to allow one to express themselves that much more, to be who they would like to be, to reach their aim of self-realization. Like I said, where we go from here, I do not know. I do not know. I know this though in my heart. Something magical is happening. Something profound, beautiful is happening for all of this, for all of us. There is a reawakening of energy. There is a reawakening of what I call the Great Mother, the Divine Feminine, awakening once again to reclaim her power through males and females through all of life. And it's very beautiful to witness. And she works for all of us, the feminine, because God is female. This patriarchal system of male everything will have you think otherwise. They'll get you to put a male figure in the sky and say, Father God. Remember, everything in this realm is an inversion of the truth. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Who knows? But that's the way I see it so far on this journey. That's where it's taken me. And I continue to let it unfold, and we'll share, and we'll all share our journeys with each other to come to the ultimate truth, whatever that presents itself as. Wherever this journey takes us, but it probably doesn't take us absolutely anywhere, because it's right now, right here, right in this moment. We probably do not go anywhere It's just a movement in consciousness, a re-awareness. Perhaps we phase from this frequency, we phase into a different realm, a different home, a different place. Maybe we don't. Maybe we work our way through the tree of life, back up to the full bloom and the flower at the top. It's all metaphors for an awakening journey, because we're eternal beings. We live forever. So I'm sure we'll come out with all these plays, these games, these experiences, this thing we call life. There's something else I do feel that I know. And this life, this thing that we call life, this experience, this spirit behind it, and this divine feminine, this beautifulness, is so sacred. So very, very sacred. And there was another reason why I decided to move away from the very negative truth of stuff that's out there, that was demonizing life. It was demonizing nature. It was demonizing it all. And why even I will agree that nature can be very, very brutal and can seem like this is wrong. Who am I to judge what is wrong? Who am I to judge that life has to eat life in this density that we find ourselves in? It has to consume everything to actually be alive. Who am I to judge that's wrong or right? I don't know. Why is it designed this way? You know, some will say it was designed this way, you know, just for a food fest, an energy food fest, just for an enslavement, just in a farm, just in some sort of containment prison. Well, I don't know that. But behind something's telling me, and it always has told me, there's so much more to this than all of that. So I couldn't stay down those routes anymore. I couldn't do those anymore. I had to do something that was helping others in some way, find it. So between us all, we'll find it wherever it is, even it is to be found. Maybe it is always about the journey, and there will never be a destination. Who knows? Maybe that's what life is, just the journey itself. So, while we find ourselves on this thing that we call a journey, let's do our best while we're here. That's what I've said. I've come to that conclusion. We've just got to do the best we can while we're here. And whatever that best is for anyone. Some people want to make money and live somewhere and do that as success. Some people want successes like their success is balancing their nervous system. Other people's success is to feel happiness and joy. Other people's success is to help others. Other people's success would be to bake a beautiful cake, to raise a child, to nurture a family, to go out to work and provide. That's success. Whatever success is for you. Let's do success in whatever it is for you. No one's defining success here. It's up to us to define it for ourselves and on our journey. It's up to us to that to be unfolded for what we need to find along our journey. So, along our journey, I wish you all the success. I wish you the unfoldment of truth from yourself, from the spirit within you, to reveal to you what you need to know along your journey. And along that journey, let's share it. And let's see where this leads and what magical things happen for us as we go forward on this adventure that I call the most beautiful, beautiful path there is, the one of awakening. Much love.